Shalom. Kal halayim al Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakradash. This is Yahalal doing another lesson, and this is in transit. And I'm entitled this Lessons to Learn. And it's got a couple of scriptures I'm just going to talk about, mention. And you know, if you're edified, you can write these things down and help you with your faith build. Before I begin, I also want to say shalom and salutations to the men of GMS, Speckled Bird, the Confused Face, the Aki and the Akwak will also subscribe to the men of GMS to learn this 100% truth. And last but not least, the elect. And with that, lessons to learn. One of the scriptures I'm speaking on is Ecclesiasticus Sirach, chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. And it talks about order. Everything must be done in decency and order, roughly paraphrasing. And this is about family order. Interesting. And 1 Corinthians as well is a great scripture when it comes to order. And it talks about the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh, and the head of the man is Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. So that's a great scripture for a lesson to learn. It is order. Another scripture which is great is Deuteronomy 18 and 18. And it talks about how the Lord raised up a prophet among his brethren, and he will speak the oracles and speak the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to put the words in his mouth. Another good scripture to get for that is Amos 2 and 11. Good scripture. And also 3 and 7 with Amos 3 and 7 are good scriptures to that speaks about the prophets and the Lord dealing with the prophets. Another good scripture to learn is Revelation 2 and 9, which is one of the scriptures that I used to always hear when I would hear the teachers out on the streets, on the highways and byways. And this is really a faith builder, because this is Yahweh Shai speaking, and he's talking strictly to the Israelites, to the Jews and to the Israelites, and he's telling them that I know thy poverty and thy tribulations, but thou art rich. And other scriptures to get where it helps you with understanding who you are and how special you are is Deuteronomy 4 and 30, Jeremiah 30 and 7, Revelations 7 and 14. These are great scriptures to build your faith. I probably should name this faith builder, but it's good for lessons to learn. Romans 3 and 3. The prophets established the law, statutes, and commandments. The priests it also talks about in Romans 2 and 13 to be not just hearers of the law, statutes, and commandments, but doers. We have a lot of hearers and so-called say, but they don't do what the prophets tell them to do, or the law, statutes, and commandments commands us to do. Everybody's always doing what they want to do, and with that wicked spirit of do thou wilt. And because of that, a lot of our people must be destroyed, because they took on the ways of the heathen and figured that it would work for them to do the ways of the heathen, not realizing that the heathen don't love you and they're only setting you up to keep you away from your power. Therefore, when the time of judgment comes, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will not accept you because of your wicked ways that you have adopted and stood strong with through your enemy. James 2:26, faith without works is dead. So again, just like Romans 2:13 says, James 2:26 also says pretty much faith without works is dead. So you can speak, you can all day act like you are the Lord's people, but if you don't do the work and don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, then you're going to be destroyed for it. Revelation 14:12. These are the patience of the saints, and the saints are actually going to be the 1/3 of the Israelites who will come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, or the elect. And this is who we are constructed to bring in and to teach. Once we are taught, is the elect, to bid in the elect. And last but not least, man, Luke 14:23. As I was just saying, Yahweh Shai has bidded us and told us to go on the highways and byways and the highways and hedges and compel our people to build the house of David. And that is the main reason why you see these prophets and teachers are on the streets today, because this is prophecy that these men would be out here teaching, and by Lord's will we will continue to teach until he sends out a famine of the word. So with that, man, I hope you get some lessons to learn, and you take this daily. It's not a joke, it's very serious. This is not entertainment. This is a way of life and death. Abarakazah, you have been edified. My name is Yahalal. Ka halayim o Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the men of GMS who I learned this 100% true from. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.